Saito Hajime. This guy's base stats were so good, it carried him. It carried him through a lot of content. I have very fond memories of him. Using him in the first 90 plus plus FGO ever introduced with Summer 7. He decimated Enkidu and just like made my life so much easier when that came out. Like that summer was like what really hooked me to keep playing FGO, because that I think was like a year into me playing FGO actually. That I just went from like the normal farming we had all the way up until after 6th anniversary to that first one. It gave me hope that the game was gonna get harder, and it did. And like it's mostly because this game hasn't gotten easier that I'm still playing it along with Honkai and Persona. So let's get started. I'm happy to talk about this buff. And this is the last servant video I'm making for Summer 10. Unless they throw another buff while we're supposed to be doing Grand Extra 2 and farming Summer 10. Because those boxes are really good. Alright. 9.4k base attack. 11.8k HP. Attack is fine. It's damn close to the midpoint. Excuse me. For Saber, no, not Sabers, 4 stars. 9.5 is around where you want to be. HP, I'm gonna be honest. This guy isn't supposed to be taking damage. He's just supposed to be he just keeps looping. He should not be taking damage. But not the highest HP, but also not abysmal. MP charge 0.76%. Already mentioned. Did I? Yeah. 0.76% with a really high hit. Even if it's single target MP, he literally refunds most, if not all, his MP if he's getting enough overkill. So yeah, the quicker he can kill his enemy, the better his refund is. Lawful balanced male. So CEs he can use to boost up his bond points is pretty much, I think, only costume owning. But even with this buff, even before this costume, he already had a costume. So this is just like, or this new costume here is just a bonus because he always had this one. But this one is just not sunglasses, just eyeglasses from one of the white days. Is an actual one. Damn, this is the first time I'm actually seeing this. It is so good. It's like simple but fucking basic. Like I see people like this literally all the time. Like a couple of my friends actually go to the beach like this too. All right. Hit counts. 4 hit on quick, 2 hits on arts, 2 hits on buster, 4 hit extra attack. Yeah. He kind of came in like right at the end of when they stopped doing characters with like this kind of hit counts. Like art's not great, but again, his art's face cards are like meh, only because his MP is gonna get most of his gauge back. Like just being honest. Buster hits don't matter, but this extra attack on the weaker side, but his base being 0.76, it really does help out. It helps out a lot for the lower hit counts. Again, you'd rather high base gain over just like higher hit counts, just because this affects everything while this only affects face cards. And a lot of the time, like an arts crit is gonna get you a lot of gauge while having lower MP gain, lower base gain and high hits on your MP is just like, it's not ideal. The MP has way more hits, so you'd want it to focus more in there. Because I do really feel that Saito just is an MP spammer. Like, his face card, like, when I say his base stats are good, I mean, like, his skills and his MP. And his base stat. I don't mean hit count in this rare case. Usually I put more emphasis on hit count, especially for a 4-star, but Saito in particular, for how you use him, you just want to be spamming MP. Like, if you're single target farming, he should be killing what you do. Alright, so first skill. I do think this would be weak if it wasn't for this star bomb here, but 20% arts and buster with, again, the 20 stars. This is usually AoE buff potency, the 20%. But in the grand scheme of things, he does ramp up arts, and you get more arts from your supports anyway. So this is the next skill that needs to get buffed, 100%. I would say even before his MP. No, actually, I'd have to look at the MP damage before I said that. But this recent buff is buffing his damage, so I don't think it's going to be immediately apparent that he needs an MP buff. I think they would probably, if he's like not that far off like some of the SSRs, they would probably buff this skill next and then the MP. Second skill, or this skill, because I have mine true, is also getting buffed. Dodge and defense. I know false is getting buffed a lot, but I also thought true was as well. Okay, so Emiya has it buffed. Okay, no. Emiya is the only one that has ever had Eyes Mine True buffed. Yes, he's the only one. So, take it back. It's false that has been getting buffed a lot, not true. So, yeah, like, this is probably next thing getting buffed. If they want to make, like, because it's on a 5-turn, they can't really buff it that much. It would probably just be buff here. They bring this up to 30, and then they might add stars per turn, because they can't do too much about this skill. Yeah. All right, third skill. So this is what this skill was before: 3 attacks, 3 turns, attack buff. I fucking hate this. I hate this. I hate attack buffs that are 3 attacks, 3 turns so fucking much. It is the most annoying fucking shit. It literally is telling you if you are not strong enough to kill, you are going to fuck yourself over. In 3-turn farming, if you do not one-shot with the MP, you are going to waste so much of this. It's not even funny. Or you would have. Now, it also has 3 attacks, 3 turns for crit damage, but that I don't have any issue, because this is used up with any attack you do. This is only used up if you crit, which is it's so much fucking better. So much better. Like, I even appreciate the buster buffs that are 3 attacks, 3 turns, because it means if you do, like, if you have, you can either do a mighty chain, or you can do a like a non-chain, and it's not going to affect your damage that much. This will, if you stop short of anything. So, super glad they got this buffed, because this was the thing that fucked up his damage the most. It made it the most inconsistent. They got rid of the hit restriction. They gave him a power mod against Chaotic, 30%, and they gave him a 20 battery. Yeah, this is the reason I'm saying they can't buff this one too much, because this is already very potent on a 5-turn. And he has arts, so you can use this with Tamamo. So it's possible to double stack this, but you have to jump through hoops for that. Not as much as if it was a 6-turn. Because this is on a 5-turn, if you get a pen 5, you have a very decent shot of double stacking this, but only for like a turn. Like, one of them, like, if you have to use... Honestly, like, if you were trying to double stack this, just one bitch should be enough. Like, he does have the buster, and he does have this crit buff. So if you want to do double art support and then a Koyon, Like you will on the third turn, you will be able to double stack both these skills. So yeah, it's not the worst thing. Is basically you'd be using Saito similar to Trunk Sisters, but their cooldown's even lower than that. Than would be even lower. All right, but moving on. This is a very nice buff. Cleans up the damage consistency, and just makes it so you're not afraid to use your own cards. I I am begging. I not full begging, but Ibuki Doji is held back by the fact that she cannot use get her attack buff and her extra attacks. She's like partially crit DPS, but she can barely use her own attack buff. I'm hoping that in some future chapter, Saber Ibuki is getting a skill buff because they need to fix her first skill. I love that character so much, but we are past that point by now. Mordred's gotten buffed. Artoria has gotten buffed. Salter's gotten buffed. Richard is out. Ibuki needs a buff. And I'm honestly thinking whether or not like that's the wrong thing. Oh yeah, no, it's this one. So this is out of date. This is very out of date. Like Richard isn't on here. Some of the more recent buffs aren't on here. But yeah, Ibuki, she's still here, but almost all of them can use Black Rail. Like, can you use Black Rail with Ibuki? Yes, but you have to use Summer Chloe. The thing is, Ishtar had a very, very similar issue. A very similar issue where, like, if she had Black Rail, she would be able to compete more with her competition. But they just buffed Ishtar to make it so now she has card manipulation. So I think, and I know I'm talking about Saito in this video, and I'm getting sidetracked, but Ibuki did come out around the same time as Saito, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Gouda came out before. I believe it came out before Hinkyo, but like, you see how nervous I am about saying that. Like we're talking like more than 3 years ago when I first played the game. I can't remember if the Gouda rerun for five. No, it was the 5 rerun. Okay, yeah, no, it came out after, before. So, yeah, this is a Ibuki skill right now. Fix this and give her the same type of buff Ishtar has. No, because that's not going to work for turn 3. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think how that would work. Yeah, I really want them to buff that skill. All right. Didn't mean for that Ibuki sidetrack, but it's just the hit count restriction. It's something I like. All right, magic resist D 12.5%, independent action C 6% crit damage. Saito, I would even though he only has the 20. You also have to remember he's with Castoria. So if he's getting 40 for himself, that means you can just pop everything on Castoria and you can MP with all 3 of them. That is something you can do, and then it's possible you'll actually be able to pop Castoroy's MP multiple times, I'm hesitating to say you're gonna do that regularly, but you could do it, and everyone starts from 0 in that instance. Meaning, like, if someone is, especially Saito, is not starting from 0, he starts from 50. You have even more charge available to guarantee your farm. But 1, 2, 3 are always going to be my recommendations. This is, I do have to say again, his damage skills cooldowns are very, very short. With a pen 5, like, you could easily be popping in earlier waves and just, or you have a very good chance of double popping without even Vitch, just a Tamamo or someone else with cooldown reduction. And he's also a summer mode servant, so technically speaking, you could do multi-core with Ibuki Doji, and she could pop her cooldown reduction on Saito, and that would help out. You'd need like one more turn of cooldown reduction though. All right, MP. 7 hit, single target, reduces crit attack chance. Arts res down before damage, and this activates before damage. Yeah. Did I just repeat myself? I don't even know. I'm kind of just ready to start streaming soon. But yeah, this part of the MP is what made him better than Dioscuri. This is what made him better than Dioscuri, because Dioscuri, it was always after damage. But Dioscuri, you actually want to hit the face cards. Saito, you kind of don't care. And before, it was better if you didn't. Yeah, this MP, great. I just remember this thing loop getting so much refund off it. Like, looper refund off this shit. Mats, a lot of... Yeah, he needs a lot of basic bitch mats. Just be careful. He's a hungry guy. Bonsi, Arts, and Buster up 10% while he's on the field. Just a sub DPS Bonsi E in terms of stats. But yeah, that is Saito Hajime. If you have him, definitely try him out. He is great. Do you need to summon for him? Not necessarily, but he is nice to have. And I believe he's on the banner with Tez Kalipoka. And Tez is fucking great. And Saito works with Tez very well too. So, yeah. Alright, peace chat. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.